Hello everyone. So for today we're going to make these. This is a paper inspiration. She does a tutorial on this. I did cut out some of my pieces ahead of time just because I know how it is, and I wrote my little cheat sheet here. So in order to make this piece right here, you have to cut pieces to 4 inches and fold them over. I decided instead of doing 3 different sheets, or you want to do this with 2 sheets of scrapbooking paper, you can use cardstock, scrapbooking paper, whatever you prefer. So, I mean, it is quite easy. You can do the non-tear way or a tear way. It don't really matter. You do you. I personally did the tear way already, and this gets you pretty well stocked on like little notebooks for inside your journals. So I thought, you know what? It'd be nice to have a stock of these again. I mean, this one I chose cooler colors. This next one that I'm working on is more or less color based. I just used 6 pages out of the same paper pack. You can do what I did. You don't have to go with a color theme. So I'm making these 2 by 4 inches, and we'll get a nice stack going of these. Again, I decided because I know that color packs generally look good together. I didn't pick out 3 individual or 6 individual papers this time. I just did it this way. It's your decision how you're going to do it. I just thought, I don't know exactly how I was going to use these papers, and I've been kind of like, okay, how do I use up these scrapbooking papers? Otherwise, they're going to keep on sitting. And I didn't really care to use them the normal way. They have this like shiny, glossy type surface. So I thought this might be a great way of using these up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just, again, trying to use my papers to the best of my ability here. I don't want to keep every single paper. I don't like holding on to my papers if I don't have projects with them, like with the pack like this. I don't like having them sit. So this is, again, a great way to just use what you have. If you have 6 papers that you're just unsure how you're going to use them up, this is a great way of doing it. So now I have my 4-inch by 2-inch papers. Now I'm going to take each one of these and mark out a quarter. I'll do this a few times just so you remember. So I line it up at the 1 mark. I know at the middle mark, so about a 1/2 inch is all I do to make these folds. So again, I just thought this would be a great way to use up what I have. You may choose not to, but this is just with 2 pieces of scrapbooking paper you want to make these with. And now I have my pile going. I'm going to set that off to the side and show you how we make our little strips for the inside. So I make it a little less than 2 inches. So in between the quarter mark here and the 2. So it's between the 3/4 and the 2. So it's a little bit smaller than 2. And I make 2 like that. 1, 2. Then I mark it or put it in between the quarter or the half and the 3/4 mark. So 1, 2, and then my last one I try to make it about 1.5. So I try to get it as close to that 1.5 point as I can. And that's how I cut it. You don't have to do it the same as me, but that's how I figure it out, what size I want it to be at. And this is all sorts of funky, so I'm gonna oh, sorry about that, sneezes. Line it up at the 2 mark and just do it that way. And what I do with these leftovers, she holds them. I personally am choosing to make them into more like this. Again, it's your own decision on how you're going to do it, but I just thought I don't want to waste paper. We'll make more of these. If I have too many of these, I'll go off and cut some coffee dyed paper to the inside. Not a big deal. And I am going to take these to the sewing machine, so I am gonna make sure I do these correctly. All right, so now I have these pieces ready to go. I should have 2 tall papers, 2 short papers. I completely measured wrong, but that's okay. That's a tall paper. These are shorts or papers, and this is in the middle. So now I have all these ready to go. So I'm going to cut this at about 1/2 inch. And this is going to be what's sitting at the top. So that's this very top page. Again, I'm choosing to do it the cutting version. You don't have to. So all that's left is this little piece. I'm just going to toss it off to the side and be done with it. Now our 3-inch pieces are our next bigger pieces. I'm going to just choose a different kind here. So we'll use this one, for example, and we'll do it 2 inches. I'm just going to make a few with you. That's why I'm not like cutting all of them up to size at the moment. I just want to show you how to make a few of them. Okay, and then our tall ones, I'm going to pick out, again, a different version. We'll do this blue one, for example. And this one is going to be cut to 3 inches. All right, now we're going to start putting them together. And because I pre-cut these to be a little bit smaller each time, I mean, that's as easy as it gets, right? And then you sew it across. You could also, I will show you, you could choose to staple it like this. You could also choose, because I want to show you 3 different versions of how to do this, just because I like to show you different versions so you don't think you have to do it the same exact way I am. I just thought, let's try it without ripping, but I am starting to think I like the ripped version a little bit better. A little bit. Not saying I exactly want it that way, but a little bit. All right. We're going to put a hole in that one spot. Put a hole in this one. I have little eyelets for this, so one, 2. Get that one lined up there. This one piece wants to be in my way. Okay. that one closed, and that one closed. So it becomes a flippy book, just like the other ones. And then we take something like this, again, it seems like it's a difficult concept, but in all reality, it really isn't that difficult. You tie it up, and voila. So 3 different ways. Again, you do you. Don't worry about other people. Worry about how you feel it should look like when you do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go on to making more of these. With time, I'm sure I'll get them all done, but that's how I do it. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Bye.